Okay, welcome back to part 2 on cryptocurrency terms you need to know. And some of these I'm probably going to skip because you don't need to know them, like segregated witnesses. You're not going to have to know this. All right, those are digital signatures that you appear when you want to do a transaction, but you don't really need to know that. But your seed phrase, okay, is found in your wallet. And a recovery seed phrase, there's sometimes 12 or 24 words. These are your words. And I told you, don't share your words to anybody. My wife doesn't even know my words. All right. See, I don't trust anybody. I love my wife and I trust her, but still, if they're not your words, it's not your wallet. Somebody can take it instantly. So never, ever share it. If somebody asks for your seed phrase or your words, go tell them to go fly a kite. All right, what are smart contracts? I told you we'd get into that. Now, these are contracts, okay, like a legal contract where you have computer codes and they take part in something, just like a legal contract. So I want to buy, I don't know, Doge, that new coin that I said. Well, it's going to have to attach itself usually through a smart contract onto a certain chain in order to be traded at different points. Now, Doge is not right now on smart contracts. I'm sure in its future it will be, but they don't start out that way. They start out with MetaMask, and that's how you get ICOs. All right, a wallet. Now, this is something I've also told you about, that you need some sort of crypto wallet. Now, just signing up for Coinbase does not give you necessarily you have an internal wallet, but you don't have an external wallet where you can send them off the chain, and you definitely need to be able to do that at certain points. So I have something called a ledger wallet, which lets me store my digital currency not on the internet. If it's not on the internet, it can't get hacked unless I plug it back in and open it up. All right, so it's a place where your coins are stored. I did a video on Trust Wallet and a few other different wallets too. So please look at some of my earlier videos if you're confused about how to do a wallet or how to get a wallet. See, so if someone hacks into your Coinbase, that they have loopholes. Okay, you can lose all your cryptocurrency. So you have to have your seed phrase, and that's what I told you. Never share your seed phrase, no matter what. And there are going to be plenty of people. They're going to say, "Hey, send us 1,000 ADA tokens, and we'll send you $4,000 ADA tokens back." Don't do it. It's all a ripoff. Okay. If it sounds too good to be true, you know it always will be. All right, whales. I kind of explained those before. Oh, there's only 3 addresses that have over 100,000 Bitcoins. Now, these are called whales. Okay. If you have a whole bunch, like I said, and I use the term crap load of each of the cryptocurrencies, I am not a whale in anything at this particular time. But let's say you had like 10,000 Ethereum tokens, those are considered sometimes whales. Usually they're a little bit more, like 100,000. DAOs. Okay. Remember, Voyager and Celsius both went under. So remember, right there, private keys. Not your keys, not your crypto. DAOs. Okay. Decentralized autonomous organizations is a court-controlled code that people have that supposedly are transparent, borderless, and decentralized. So you have certain kinds of different DAOs. You have linked DAOs. These are global communities. You have bankless DAOs, Uniswap DAOs, oneBayy. oneBayy is that's a coin that allows for this to happen. Coins refer to basically any cryptocurrency that is traded on the blockchain and acts like a bank. Okay, those are coins. Anything else, okay, is a token. All right, that's just the best way to do it. All right, Genesis drop. Genesis obviously the beginning, and drops. And these are drops in first NFTs or collections, sometimes called ICOs, remember, initial coin offerings, but these are drops of NFTs, and you have to check online to see when they actually occur, and you have to stay up to date on these things. That's how I found out about Doge. Hashing, it's just a technique that you use when you're making blockchains. Okay, so when I'm mining, I have something called a hash rate, and it tells me exactly at what rate I'm actually moving onto the blockchain. Over what layer 2 is a protocol that runs on top of the blockchain. So, like I told you, you have layer 1s. That's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum, that's Solana. Okay, and then underneath, let's say an ADA. Okay, so underneath those, you're going to have some that are going to attach to it. Those are level 2s. And now we've got layer 3s that are attaching to the layer 2s. So in each different layer, they offer different things. Metaverse, okay, meta. All right, this is I don't know whether you've ever had these 3D glasses, or you have any of these Oculus or things like that, where you go into an outside world, a made-up world, a fantasy world that we always used to play games on here, but you actually usually now are going to be playing with like glasses on, and there's many companies that are doing that. So you're going to spend most of your time, not you particularly, but kids and this next generation will spend their time not in reality, but in something called the metaverse. And now people are buying land. Some of the land values in some of these places that are in these metaverse universes are actually selling for more money than real land outside. It's freaking unbelievable. And you buy little characters and you buy all sorts of different things so you can go navigate through your virtual world. Inside the virtual world, they're going to have banking, which you can actually do banking. They'll have NFT collectibles. They'll have pretty much every store where you can go. And instead of going to Amazon, you'll go into your virtual world and you'll just go to the Amazon store and buy in there. All right. Tokenomics. All right. Really, it's the study of tokens. All right. The economy and the general description, the interaction between the blockchain. All right. Web3. And I was kind of alluding to this before. Now, that is another one that's built on Web 2. So millions of new tokens are going to, there's going to be a Web 4, there's going to be a Web 5. So we have the layer 1s, the layer 2s, and now the layer 3. There's also something called a whitelist. And a whitelist is going to be approved for your ICO or NFT. So they're going to give you a list of what's coming in their drop. And a drop is when they're going to actually release their token, their NFT, or anything else to the public. All right. So it's a pre-minting. When they mint something, just like when you mint $1 and you produce it, okay, we're producing an NFT, or we're producing a new coin, or we're producing something new to the blockchain. And so they tell you exactly what is involved in that. We'll take a look at a whitelist later. All right. The zero knowledge is something a typical cryptocurrency allows one party to move to another, and sometimes it can be anonymous. So that's what we kind of wanted to do in order to get away from decentralized finance. Yeah. Now, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe and look for part 3. All right. As always, have a wonderful and blessed evening.